This is the microphone for announcements. And then this one works. What time is it? The time is 7:40. Fights will begin at 8 o'clock after a quick safety announcement from Mickey. Whoever that guy is.
Testing, testing, one, two, three. Testing if the mic is working. The mic is officially working. Right, for our lovely audience members in the stream, our fights will be starting in roughly 10 minutes from now. Need to grab any snacks or drinks? I'd recommend you do it now. It's going to be a rather special night.
How's it going, Nashville? What's happening? Guess who's in armor today? This guy. Woo! Woo! It's working on my throws. All right. I don't know a lot of you, actually. Great. That's awesome. New people. It's fantastic. So, welcome to Nashville Armored Combat, where we fight in armored combat. But wait, there's more. There's also friendship. See, yeah, friendship. We do a lot of hugging. It's rather aggressive hugging, mind you. And I'm going to explain to you why we do so much hugging, why we're so good at hugging. But first, I'll tell you a little bit about Nashville Armored Combat. We do train 7 days a week. I teach a lot of those classes. Steven teaches a lot of the judo and the Muay Thai. A lot of us, multiple instructors come in and out and help out. So we teach every day. Women's classes are free on Tuesday and Saturdays. Oh, and these are the fighters coming down here to fight. I'm really excited. We're going to be hanging out over here tonight with you guys. So, and we do fight nights every Wednesday. Sometimes we do themed. Next week we're going to be doing May the 4th Be With You, Star Wars theme. Next Wednesday, we are inviting the Saber Strong Academy from Mount Juliet. They will be doing lightsaber battles in the cage in between the armored combat. We will also be dressing up in full Star Wars garb because it's fun. Because we're nerds. Nerds that like violence. So let me explain to you what you're going to see tonight. All right? We're trying something new. Now, Nashville's broken up into several teams. That way we don't have just one big team of the best people. We actually have the teams compete for their spot to be the Nashville official team, right? So what we encourage people to do is have a team of 3 to 5, and then we have tournaments set up where they can win a spot at the top echelon of Nashville Armored Combat. So this evening we have the World Leaders versus the Scare Bears, all right? You'll meet them. And what we're going to do is we're going to have a pro fight, and then a melee, a pro fight, a melee, a pro fight, a melee, until everybody who has been in the melees has done a pro fight, all right? The way we're scoring things is every round that they win in the pro fight or the melee is awarded a 1 point to that team, all right? So if I'm one-on-one with somebody and I win that first round, that's 1 point for the team that I'm representing, all right? If I'm in a melee and I'm the last man standing and everybody else is down on the ground, that's 1 point, right? If me and another guy are standing up from the other team and we both go down, it's 0 points. Ties are 0 points this time. Just so you guys know, arbitrary point system. You're mainly here for the weapons and the hitting and the fun stuff. We'll keep track of the points, all right? So, we had some people call in sick this week, so despite having cauliflower ear, I'm going to strap my helmet on and not take it off until I'm done fighting. I'm going to fight tonight on both teams. I represent, playing both sides. I am a world leader and a scare bear tonight. I will be doing my pro fight for the world leaders this evening, but I will be subbing out for a fighter every first and third round to kind of help give them a break. So it's very tasking doing the melee version. The rules of melee is pretty much anything goes. You just got to get them to the ground, right? They can do pain compliance, they can throw you, they can trip you. Once you're on the ground, you're a dead body. So the pro fights, you can punch and kick and smack and all that fun stuff, but once you go down the ground, they stand you back up and you have to keep fighting. So both are very difficult, both are very taxing, both are dangerous. That's why I'm wearing extra armor tonight. As you can see, all that extra sweet armor on my arm. But before we kick things off, all right, I'm going to do the safety portion. There's a cage. The cage doesn't mean you're fully safe. So, see this yellow line by your feet? Please don't cross that yellow line. You can stand up, you can do whatever, you can jump around, you can move, to go get drinks and all that fun stuff in between rounds. But while there's action going on, while there's sword play going on, please try to stay behind the yellow line. If you don't mind, sir, I'm going to show exactly why. It's pretty cool, right? I mean, a big sword. But when we drew this line, somebody went like this. And I was sitting in that chair, and I'm like, yeah, we're going to scooch that back a couple inches. So keep an eye on the blades as they fly around the arena. And that's pretty much it. You can yell, you can cheer, you can say horrible things. This is an all-age thing, even though there are kids here. But, they've all signed up for hearing horrible things tonight or seeing some violence. Yeah, right. Have some fun. cheer for the fighters. They're working really hard this evening. We're wearing blankets and armor. And then after this whole little 3-on-3 tournament, we're going to have an intermission, and then we're going to do an all-v-all for you guys, last man standing. So hope you guys are excited. Get a drink. Welcome to Nashville Armored Combat. We're going to get some violence going. Thank you so much.
Once she's ready, we'll just have the music pulled down. Oh, I'm so much more nervous than I need to be.
Yeah? You got nothing to work on. Haven't reached the audience in hundreds yet.
You ready, Evie? Evie!
As you can see, we're a little more lax tonight compared to our usual streams, as we are very much understaffed. I'm sure you heard earlier that a lot of our people called in sick, and that's exactly why we're understaffed. So, apologies for that, but this is what we got to work with. Hope y'all enjoy it still.
Alright. Bring the music down.
Nashville. Who wants violence? For our first round of the evening, representing the World Eaters in the gold sash, it's Eric Arms. And his opponent, representing the Scare Bears in the green sash, is Jack Hodges. Fighters to the center of the ring. The fighters have agreed to 3 one-minute rounds. There will be no strikes to the back of the knee, to the groin, to the armpit, or to the neck. If you go down, you will be stood back up after 10 seconds. After 4 seconds of an inactive clinch, you will be separated. Fighters, do you agree to these terms? All right, touch tips and return to your corner. World Eaters, are you ready? Scare Bears, are you ready? Nashville, are you ready? Start fight! Thirty seconds. Stop fight! Stop fight! Fighters return to your corners.
Abby. What round? Who won that? Taking Jack?
That round will go to the Scare Bears. The fighters will have 1 minute to rest, and then we will send them back in. Approximately 1 minute. And to further explain the points this evening, we're keeping track of them as teams. So each team will take a point for each round they win, both in melees as well as in individual fights. The team with the most points at the end of the night will be declared the victor. Thirty seconds remaining. All right, lock and load, and let's go. All right. Fighter number 1, are you ready? Fighter number 2, are you ready? Nashville, are you ready? Start fight. Seconds. Ten seconds. Stop fight, stop fight. And that round will be given to the Scare Bears. Fighters back to your corners. We'll give them a brief rest and send them back in for round 3.
Once this runs out, I'll say 30 seconds. We'll see another 30 seconds.
30 seconds. Lock and load, and let's go.
Bring the music.
All right. Fighter number 1, are you ready? Fighter number 2, are you ready? Nashville, are you ready? Round 3. Fight!
Start it again once the ball up.
30 seconds remaining. Fifteen seconds.
It's a tie.
And stop fight, stop fight. Fighters to your corners.
Actually, that last round's going to be a tie.
That final round will be ruled as a draw between the two teams. We'll announce the winner of the fight in just a moment.
Don't announce who wins rounds. What? Don't announce who wins rounds. Yeah, it's okay. Go on.
Just not announcing.
Yeah. Typically, me and Mickey are the.
I give this one to Jack.
No, Jack won. Yeah.
All right, fighters to the center of the ring.
Mickey says fix the lights. They're all bouncing around.
After 3 grueling rounds, the winner of the first pro fight of the evening is Jack Hodges.
Mickey says turn the lights. They're bouncing all around. So we're going to be the center.
As you can see, coming into the ring now, we're doing something a little bit different tonight. For once, we're actually having a
Alrighty.
3-on-3 team fight.
Ladies,
Scare
gentlemen,
Bears
and
World
thems, welcome to our second fight of the evening. It looks a little bit different this evening. We have a 3-on-3 melee style round. So to make general announcements, in the gold sashes, we have the World Eaters. And in the green sashes, we have the Scare Bears. Our fighters this evening have agreed to do 3 melee rounds of 1 minute apiece, and the round will be called when at least a majority of one of the teams goes to the ground. After an individual goes to the ground, the fight will be stopped, and we will bring, I apologize. After one individual goes to the ground, the fight will be stopped. They will be brought out of the list, and we will continue the fight afterward. Fighters, do you agree to these terms? Alrighty. Fighters, are you ready? Nashville, are you ready? Start fight! Stop fight, stop fight! Stop fight, stop fight, stop fight! Stop fight, we have an individual down. Bring him out of the list. I apologize. Continue the fight. The individual will remain laying on the ground. Traditional melee rules apply. Fighters, are you ready? Continue the fight. "30 seconds. 10 seconds. Stop fight, stop fight, stop fight. Fighters, back to your corners for a quick rest. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for bearing with me on that for a moment there.
Did we start the timer in a minute?
1 minute remaining. "30 seconds remaining. Fighters, discuss your strategies and get ready.
No time limit on melees. It just runs until it's done.
All right, 10 seconds. Fighters, get ready to go. All right, round 2. World Eaters, are you ready? Scare Bears, are you ready? Nashville, are you ready? Start fight. Stop fight, stop fight. "30 seconds remaining. Fighters, discuss your strategies and prepare to fight." Alrighty. World Eaters. Wait one moment. We have a bit of an armor failure here in the octagon. We'll allow him just a moment to get that corrected. Alrighty. Round 3. World Eaters, are you ready? Scare Bears, are you ready? Nashville, are you ready? Start fight! Stop fight, stop fight, stop fight. World Eaters. And after 3 brutal rounds, the World Eaters will take the first matchup against the Scare Bears. And in total points for the evening, including 1 pro fight and 1 melee round, the Scare Bears lead the World Eaters with 3 points to 2 in total. We'll be back in just a moment for our 3rd match of the evening.
turn the camera over for the audience over here to see, but it looks like our big man, Jacob Bruiser, or known also as Spin to Win for his, well, I'm guessing you can guess. I'm guessing you can see what kind of move he's known for. Is rocking a massive cleaver. This will be rather interesting to see. Haven't seen anyone actually bring this out before. See what kind of damage he can do tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, for our third fight of the evening, in the gold sash, representing the World Eaters, you know him as Mr. Bowtie, Mr. Spin to Win, Jacob the Bruiser Rosick. And in the opposing corner, wearing the green sash, representing the Scare Bears, it's Frank Cartonia. Fighters to the center of the ring. The fighters have agreed to 3 one-minute rounds. There will be no strikes to the back of the knees, to the groin, to the armpits, or to the neck. If your clinch is inactive for 4 seconds, we will separate you. If you are sent to the ground, we will stand you back up again. Fighters, do you agree to these terms? Then touch tips and back to your corners. Fighter number 1, are you ready? Fighter number 2, are you ready? Nashville, are you ready? Start fight. Thirty seconds remaining.
Okay.
10 seconds remaining. Stop fight, stop fight. Give the fighters a brief rest and send them back in. One minute remaining. Thirty seconds remaining. Ten seconds remaining. Lock and load, and let's go. All right. Round two. Fighter number one, are you ready? Fighter number two, are you ready? Nashville, are you ready? Start fight. Thirty seconds. Ten seconds. And stop fight, stop fight. Fighters back to your corners. We'll give these gentlemen just another bit of rest before round three. One minute remaining. 30 seconds. Ten seconds remaining. Lock and load, and let's go. Round 3. Fighter number 1, are you ready? Fighter number 2, are you ready? Nashville, are you ready? Start fight. Seconds. Ten seconds. Stop fight, stop fight. Fighters to your corners. All right, fighters, if you are able to stand to the center of the ring. After 3 grueling, bludgeoning rounds, the winner of this, racking up 3 points for the World Eaters, is Jacob Spindoin Rosick. With those 3 wins, Jacob has brought the score. World Eaters 5 points on the evening to the Scare Bears 3. Sit tight, ladies, gentlemen, and thems, while our teams ready themselves for our 4th round of the evening and 2nd melee. gentlemen, and thems. Our fourth round of the evening is a melee, our second one, between the Scare Bears and the World Eaters. In the gold sashes are the World Eaters, and in the green are the Scare Bears. World Eaters, are you ready? Scare Bears, are you ready? Nashville, are you ready? Start fight!
Bring the music down.
Stop fight! Stop fight! Stop fight! Round one goes to the World Eaters. We'll take a brief break to let them recruit. Ladies and gentlemen, you will notice a brief correction I had to make to the rules earlier. I said that these melee rounds would be 1 minute apiece. I was incorrect on that. These rounds will be run until at least a majority of the opposing or one of the two teams goes to the ground. That was my mistake, and I apologize for the confusion.
As you can see, that was a rather lightning round.
30 seconds
Probably
remaining.
the fastest tonight that we've seen. And the man you can see in the green outfit with the white sort of cloth around his helmet, that's Mickey Gallis. He's essentially the guy in charge of this gym. He's been out of the fight for quite a while due to some medical issues.
Looks
But
like
as
we
you
have a
can
bit
see,
of
those
armor
medical
repair
issues are
happening on the
not
field right now, so we're going to give them
at
just a
all.
moment
He's running
longer.
out there. He's taking everybody down, and it's honestly just fantastic to watch from up here where I'm sitting. And I certainly hope it's entertaining for y'all, because I am having so much fun right now.
All right, fighters. World Eaters, are you ready? Scare Bears, are you ready? Nashville, are you ready? Fight! Stop fight, stop fight. We have an injury on the field. We're going to check this out briefly.
Seems we might have had an injury during that fight. One of our fighters seems to have gotten hit right in the knee. Not sure to what extent from up here, but he may be getting out of it. Yeah, it seems like his knee or part of his leg might have gotten hit with what looks like Jacob's axe. From the sounds of it, he might not be armoring back up and getting back in, so we'll probably have to find someone else to replace him. But we'll see. Maybe he'll top it out.
our Scare Bears being escorted off the field. We have a capacity to resume fighting here in a moment. He was down. Once this door closes, we will begin the fight again.
All right, my suspicions were confirmed. He's gonna take a break from this.
Fighters on the field. Are you ready? Audience, are you ready? Resume fight. Stop fight! Stop fight! That second round will go to the World Eaters. We'll give the fighters just a moment to recoup, and then send them back out for round 3. Do remember that each of these rounds does count as a point toward each team. The more rounds each team takes, whether it is a 1v1 or a melee, do count toward their total score on the evening. The Scare Bears have opted a substitute for this final round.
Is our third Scare Bear.
30 seconds. Ten seconds. Fighters, lock and load. For our third round, World Eaters, are you ready? Scare Bears, are you ready? Nashville, are you ready? Start fight! And stop fight, stop fight! Scare Bears have taken the third round. On the whole, despite an electric third round display by the Scare Bears, with a total score of 2-1, the World Eaters will take our fourth match of the evening, placing them at a grand total of 7 points to the Scare Bears 4. We're going to give our fighters just a moment to rest before we bring them out for our fifth round of the evening.
Great. I'm trying to think about doing this, but my brain is too focused. This should be easy enough to do. I just haven't done this up here yet.
Please remember, we have refreshments available at the bar. Be sure to tip your bartender and say thank you to them.
The judo looks nasty, my guy. Looks brutal as fuck. Yeah.
Fighters to your corners.
Bring the music down.
For our fifth round of the evening, we have a pro fight. In the gold sash, representing the World Eaters, the man behind it all, our beloved producer, Mickey! And in the green sash, representing the Scare Bears, Christian Lawton! Fighters to the center of the ring. The fighters have agreed to 3 one-minute rounds. There will be no strikes to the back of the knee, to the groin, to the armpits, or to the neck. If you are taken down, you will be stood back up again after 10 seconds. If your clinch is inactive for 4 seconds, you will be separated. Fighters, do you agree to these terms? Then touch tips and back to your corners. Fighter number 1, are you ready? Fighter number 2, are you ready? Nashville, are you ready? Start fight! World Eaters appear to be taunting this evening. Seconds.
Start it when you're ready.
15 seconds remain. Ten seconds. And stop fight, stop fight. We're going to take a brief moment to take a look at Christian, and we'll be right back. 1 minute remaining. 1 minute remaining. Fighters, you can rest for 1 more minute. Take your time. Thirty seconds. All right. Lock and load and let's go. Fighter number 1, are you ready? Fighter number 2, are you ready? Nashville, are you ready? Round 2, start fight. Thirty seconds. Stop fight, stop fight, stop fight. Armor failure. We'll give them a brief pause. And we will be stopping the fight there. Fighters, back to your corners, sit down. Please give a big round of applause for these two fighters. They have put their guts out here tonight. Christian is absolutely brutalized. We'll give these fighters a moment to sit down. The winner of that by technical knockout is Mickey Guido. Mickey will be returning to the octagon later while we get our teams set up for our 6th round this evening. The total number of points that brings it to is World Eaters with 9 to the Scare Bears 4. And once again, just to remind you, while we have a bit of a break here, we do have a bar available in back. Please feel free to help yourself if you are of age. Just be sure to tip your bartender. And if you see the fighters at any point, feel free to say thanks to them. ladies, gentlemen, and thems, for our 6th match of the evening and final team fight. You know them. You love them. In the gold sash, we have the World Eaters. And showing up to fight in the green sashes, the Scare Bears. World Eaters, are you ready? Scare Bears, are you ready? Nashville, are you ready? Start fight! Got him. And stop fight, stop fight. Scare Bears take round 1. We'll give them just a moment to recoup before sending him back out again. Thirty seconds. Ten seconds. Let's lock and load and get back out there. Round 2. World Eaters, are you ready? Scare Bears, are you ready? Nashville, are you ready? Start fight! As a reminder to our audience, we do not stop the fight for a 2-on-1, only a 3-on-1. Continue the fight. Continue fight. Continue fight. And it's a showdown between our big men. And stop fight, stop fight. The Scare Bears take it by a hair. We'll give our fighters a moment to rest before our final team round of the evening. One minute remaining. Fighters, get ready, lock and load, and let's go. Scare Bears and World Eaters to your corners. And so, for a third grueling, gut-wrenching team round, World Eaters, are you ready? Scare Bears, are you ready? Nashville, are you ready? Start fight! And that's 2-on-1. And stop fight, stop fight. Scare Bears taking the final round. And so for our third team fight of the evening, the winners coming out on top are your Scare Bears. We're gonna take a brief intermission, everybody. Get these fighters rested. We're gonna get some questions answered here for you guys. If you'd like to use the restroom, grab some refreshments, whatever you'd like, we'll be back here for all of y'all in just a few minutes.
We're gonna give the fighters a few more minutes to rest up. I'll be back in 5 after I get some water to do a Q&A. Get your smokes, get your drinks. I'll be back in 5. How's it going, Nashville? Okay. I'll try it again. How's it going, Nashville? You having some goddamn good times out there, I see. Hell yeah. Holy cow, what a great night. Feels good to be back fighting. It's been since September since I last fought. So. I've been out of fighting because I had heart surgery in September and December. Sadly, I have to go back in for one more at the end of May. So no, please come to the hospital. Say hi to me. Try to sneak me out because every time I get heart surgery, I'm trying to sneak out. I guess the last time I recruited some ants and a spoon. The drugs do something crazy to you, and you just want to get the heck out of there. I don't like being in hospitals. I hate getting my blood drawn. But they said one more heart surgery at the end of May, and I might be back to normal, maybe. So we're hoping. So that means I'm going to fight every week until I have to go in. So my surgery's on a Thursday. I'm going to fight the Wednesday before and then go surgery in the morning. Because fuck them. They should have done it right the first time, right? All right, this is where I answer all the questions that you might possibly have about Nashville Armor Combat, the sport, all that fun stuff, personal questions. I do answer personal questions. They're very sarcastic answers. So if you have a question, what's that? If you have a question, I'll glad... Are there other questions? All right, so somebody asked how you sign up. We teach 7 days a week. We teach multiple classes every day of the week. And if you just show up to one of those scheduled times to come and train with us, you can train for free. And if you like what we do and how we train, you can pay us a little bit of money and help us keep these lights on, you know? And anybody's interested in fighting in the cage, it takes about 3 months to get yourself trained up in armor within like about a month and a half, and then we get you set up for a fight if you're doing good in armor. So if you want to be fighting in here as a fresh meat candidate, then 3 months is all it takes. We'll lend you the armor. I will fight you personally. In the hospital, out of the hospital. I don't know what you're signing up for, but that's going to cost extra. Yes, what's up, my man? All right, pro fight scoring is a little complicated. Typically, it's 2 points to the head, 2 points for the waist or the torso area. It's 1 point for any of the limbs. A takedown's worth 2 or 3 points based on how you take them down. And while they're on the ground, you can score 2 points for every hit anywhere on their body while they're on the ground and you're in a dominant position. Pro fight scoring's a little bit complicated because they also weigh in how hard you hit somebody on top of just hitting somebody, you know? If it's a really soft hit, they might give you 1 point or no points. So pro fight scoring is a little complicated. Come to class, I'll teach you how to score it. Next question, yes sir. What is my fighting background? I did a little bit of boxing, and then a lot of living in Butte, Montana, where I just fought a lot of meth heads. So if anybody likes fighting, skids and meth heads, go to Montana, and you can be as awesome at fighting as me. Missoula? No shit, man. Yeah, I'm from Butte. I went to high school there. That's where I learned how to fight, in the bathroom stalls. It's about as big as this, so I was ready. How are you now? Good? Good to you? I was there last night. It was great. Any other questions? I love answering these questions. Yes? My favorite part about doing a wall run is not getting hit in the face when I do one. Did you guys see how stupid that was, man? Here. Dumb. But the other one was awesome. That was fun as hell. These are really hard to run on, though. So do not do it again. I'll do it before I leave. I'll do it again. Question, and then that one, okay? This way. Yes, absolutely. I consider this a martial art. through and through. There's something called HEMA, which is Historical European Martial Arts. They focus on, the thrusting aspect and the slashing aspect. They try to be as authentic as possible. So do we just don't have the thrust. So this is a version of MMA where we're replicating what it would be like to have two knights actually fighting each other. Now, knights usually rolled with a potsy, right? And if you got knocked down to the ground, they would have their squires jump on you with little daggers and stab the shit out of you. So that's why next Wednesday, squires stab throats. It's awesome. So we consider you a dead body when you're on the ground. So I definitely think this is a mix of good martial arts, a lot of wrestling, judo. Muay Thai is going to be worked in this, and Sambo and all those fun things. But that's what Western martial arts really is. It's a bunch of different countries all beating the crap out of each other and saying, hey, this kind of worked. We only lost half of our army. Let's teach them that technique where we just do this with spears on our heads. So they had a couple hundred years to perfect it. But absolutely, I believe this will be a new martial art that everybody will come to recognize as awesome. Yes, sir, with the mustache. Yes. Should I repeat that to the audience? He asked if I could have sex in that suit. And does that mean I'm receiving sex or giving sex? Mustache ride, all right. You see that stash? That's like the slopes. Let's do some coke and go skiing. All right, yes. And I'll get to your question right after this one. Yeah. The worst injury? I've had my arm hit with an axe so hard that it knocked the tendons out the other side of my arm. It hit here and went out that way. So that was the worst injury I've ever gotten. I was still fighting a couple times with it. If I got hit in the arm, I would just drop my arm down and just keep fighting. It took me about 6 months to fully recover. I do have pictures. No, I had them stitched up and then just did a bunch of PT, so it sucked. Yeah, it was awful. Yes, question. What is a Spartan fight? Just being naked? Okay. You could just say, will you fight naked? I'm like, yeah, of course. Sword fight, yeah, all right. There's regulations on the size of weapon you can bring into the... I think that's going to end it for me. Does anybody have one last question before I get the hell out of here? You guys having fun tonight? All right, we're going to give a couple minutes to the fighters. We're going to get ready. We're going to do it all via last man standing. We'll be right back. Cue the music. Thank you so much. Come on back.
As a quick reminder, if you are using social media, feel free to tag any and all of these fights at Nashville Armored Combat. It helps us out, and it lets us see what you guys are filming. right, ladies and gentlemen, our fighters are filing into the ring.
Oh, look, it's Kelsey. Hi, Kels. What the fuck is up, Denny's? Step the fuck up, Kyle. Step the fuck up, Kyle. Fuck, Kyle. Step the fuck up.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen and thems, before our all be all, we need to announce the team who won the evening. So, Nashville, put your hands together. With a final score of 9 points to 7 points, the victors of this evening's team fights were the World Eaters! And a wonderful display of friendship before this final round. This isn't all be all. This is each fighter for their own. When one fighter hits the ground, we're going to stop the fight. We're going to make sure that fighter's safe, get them out of the list or the ring, and then we're going to start the fight all over again until there's one person left. Fighters, are you ready? Nashville, are you ready? Start fights! Ooh, and a slow start to the evening. A little bit of dancing on the sides. And a hard shot from Mick. Completely dodging the first strike from the double falchion. Some hesitation after that speed. Looks like some teams have formed. Oh, stop fight, stop fight, stop fight! Looks like we have 2 fighters down on this one. And we have an exhausted Scare Bear in the corner. We're going to check on him briefly. And put your hands together while the man stands back up, Nashville. He is also going to be taking his leave from the ring. Put your hands together one more time for the man, Jack Hodges, putting in the work this evening for the Scare Bears. Yeah, and then there were 3. Fighters, are you ready? Nashville, are you ready? Start fight! Tenuous alliance. Oh, and Eric stays up. A brutal 2-on-1. And stop fight, stop fight. Eric was down first. And we're going to check on the man to make sure he can still stand and get them untangled. Give a big hand for Eric in the red brigandine. All right. In a classic Nashville Armored Combat Showdown. Fighters, are you ready? Nashville, are you ready? Sword fight! Oh, and Jacob is down! Mickey Guida, in his inaugural fight in the ring, takes the victory at the end. Both fighters are exhausted. Please put your hands together for all of these fighters this evening. They have fought their guts out. Please remember to tip your bartenders, say hello to the fighters, talk to them afterwards. And have a wonderful evening.
All right, I know I haven't spoken to you all in a while, but that's it for the night. Hope you all enjoyed it. Make sure to share and like for whatever platform you're watching on right now. We really appreciate the feedback that you can give us. Just any coverage you can give us. We'll appreciate it. Y'all have a good night.
Thank you guys so much for coming out to this fight night. This has been World Eaters versus the Scare Bears. Come talk to our fighters. They love to say hi. Come give them a hug, buy them a shot, whatever you want to do, but especially the shot. We will see you all next week. Thanks so much.